The dead lay on the beach, row upon row, the snow gently wrapping their disfigured forms in shrouds of purest white, hiding the horror, hiding all differences. Had she not known how they were arranged, Mara could not have told which were watchers and which members of the unmasked army. Except for the smallest corpses, there had been no children among the watchers. She stood, Keltan to her right, and the Lady of Pain and Fire to her left, on the hillside landward of the gathered corpses. Keltan's presence warmed her. No one else had dared come close to the lady and the wolves clustered around her feet. The survivors of the unmasked army, though army seemed far too grand a term for what had been whittled down to no more than 80 fighters, and perhaps 200 men, women, and children in all, huddled together in small groups across the rows of dead from the lady. Edric stood with his wife, Tralia, both of them supporting Edric's grandmother, Catilla, commander of the unmasked army. Hiram was there too, his arm protectively around the shoulders of Alita, the dark-skinned girl who had been rescued with Mara from the wagon taking them to the mining camp. 2 other girls who had been in that wagon, Prella and Karika, held each other close. Chell's men who had survived, about 50 in all, stood with their prince and their captains on the seaward side, where the sinking sun turned them into faceless silhouettes, as though they wore the black masks that had crumbled away into dust from the watchers' faces when they died. Whatever words were to be said over the dead had already been said by the surviving members of the families, those families where anyone survived. Not far from where she stood, Mara saw 3 corpses gathered together, man, woman, and young daughter. An entire family wiped out. A family like mine once was. Among those corpses lay that of Simona, the baker's daughter, who had been the 4th girl rescued from the wagon with Mara. No tears dimmed her vision. Her ability to weep, like so much else, seemed to have been stripped away from her this day. Instead, her grief coiled with her anger and fear, somewhere deep inside her, down where the nightmares lurked. The nightmares created in her mind whenever she used her gift of magic to kill, whenever she absorbed the magic of those who died in her presence. Though she had killed few if any of those on the beach before them now. The Watchers had killed those of the unmasked army, and the deaths in turn of those Watchers, and the psychic burden they imposed, could be laid directly at the feet of the lady in white fur by her side.